All right, guys, Aaron Heiser, Maker's Leather Supply, and here we are at the Northwest Leather Masters competition. This year we added a new category to the competition. This year they're having a belt competition as well.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's hilarious. Hit it 3 times. There you go. Sorry, my camera guy's learning how to use my little camera as opposed to his really expensive, nice camera. So, anyway, so we have a belt competition. We have a belt competition this year. Every different category of the competition, they have a novice and then an open category. So if you're a beginning leather worker, you go into the novice category, and once you get some years of experience under your belt, you get into that open category, and competition gets a little stiffer. So the table he just showed you is one of the 2 open, one of the 2 open tables. This is the other one right here, and I'm telling you, these are some absolutely beautiful belts on these tables. These guys did a really great job. Anybody that's daring enough to put their work into a competition, man, my hat's off to them. I've judged a lot of these competitions, and there's some very, very stiff competition in between them. This is one of the novice tables right here, but again, even though it says novice, I mean, we're talking about some very high quality work, some very stiff competition, so absolutely great stuff. And then here's the other table right here. All right, so moving on. These were the belts. Looks like there were about 18 belts, 24 belts in the entire competition or so. And we're going to move on. We've got the Chaps competition. This year it looks like we have 3 in the novice category and then 3 more in the open category over here. And I don't know anything about Chaps, but every one of these is probably better than I can make. The ones he's showing you right now, those blonde ones, are actually from our own Merritt Kurtzer that works at Maker's Leather Supply, and yeah, she's real proud of them. She did a great job on them, and I hope she does well in the competition. All right, so those 3 were the novice ones, and now the open category right here is for the next 3 pair. Okay, so I was one of the 3 judges for the handbag competition. So on the next 3 tables, we're going to have one table of novice bags and 2 tables of open category bags. And again, kudos to anybody that actually puts their stuff in on this. You don't know what you're getting into until you get into it. So here we go. This one right here we're going to concentrate on for just a second. Patricia Ruff here, she's still in the novice category, even though last year she won both first and second place in this category. But I believe it's up to 5 years. It's either 3 or 5 years that you can still enter the novice category. And I know she's only been doing leather work for like 2.5 years. So absolutely crazy work that she's been putting out. And the woman that made this bags was in a couple of my classes this week. Really cool. She's completely self-taught. Everything that she's got, that she's learned and everything, she's teaching herself how to do it. So we talked about some of her work in one of the classes, and I talked to her a little bit offline too. She's going to do great things. She just needs some guidance.
I hit the ground wailing.
All right, so that was the novice table. Now over here we have the 2 open tables. And so yeah, about a dozen more bags to go. There are a couple of bags missing off this table. Just 1 second, sir. I'm doing it right in the middle of this, and I'll be with you in just a minute. There are a couple of bags missing off this table, but I'm guessing the owners of them had to take them with them. This one really impressed me. I really liked the design of having an English-style saddle sitting on this purse. I feel like he chose just the absolute perfect leather for this purse. It really is so well made, and he did such a great job on it. really stuck out. All right, and then next up we've got the saddles. Now again, I'm not a saddle maker. I don't know anything about saddles, but I can definitely pick out the ones that some people have put some serious hard work in and have made really nice saddles. So we have, was the Novice, was this line? No, Novice was the back lane, and then the Open was these two rows right here. Previously, in previous years, sorry guys, in previous years they only had a rough out competition. You weren't allowed to have a tooled saddle, and that way it really showcased your ability to make a saddle and not your ability to make a pretty saddle. Okay, because when it comes down to it with a saddle, you are really looking for form or function over prettiness. You want it to be safe for the rider, you want it to be safe for the horse, and you want it to be well built. So anyway, this year they are allowing tooling, but from what I believe they talked about was that the tooling will not actually count towards the points of the grading. And that way, just because you can tool a really pretty saddle, it doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily win. It's still about who made the best saddle.
This is the third saddle in the aluminum.
Oh, okay. So what Derek just told me was this saddle was actually built on the Illume platform, the Illume online learning platform. This was the third saddle in their series that they built with himself and Matt Warner. So, well, Matt built it, Derek filmed it. Derek watched through the lens. All right. Now on to the... This saddle, I believe, took second place at Sheridan this year. This is Trevor Alexander from Burn Saddlery. Something about, again, I don't know much about saddles, but something about how this ground seat also becomes the rear, was it fenders? No.
The jockey.
Jockey, the rear jockey, like that's all one piece, when on all the other saddles, those are separate pieces. And apparently that's really hard to do. So he got some really high points on his Sheridan entry with this saddle. So, anyway. All right, the next one up, I know won first place at Sheridan this year, and yeah, it's really nice. Silver conchos, alligator inlaid seat, just an absolutely beautiful saddle, and his name is escaping me right this second.
Keith Seidel.
Thank you, Keith Seidel. I don't know why I couldn't think of Keith's name. I've known him for years. But anyway, Keith Seidel made this one, and once again, oh, there it is right there. I was looking for his maker's mark. It's right there. Anyway, but this saddle did win first place at Sheridan this year, and we'll see how it stacks up here at the Pendleton show. All right, so this is the last saddle in the open competition right here, and then we'll look at the novice competition. I honestly don't know enough about their competition or how they even graded them to know what, like I said, I knew the tooling rules, how they applied, but that was it. All right, so now we'll go down the row of novice saddles. Some of these have some amazing tooling on them. Again, that was not graded, but I mean, some of them just really do look nice with the amount of tooling they've got and things like that. Look at the depth. I wish you could see the depth on that sunflower. That's very 3D right there. That sucker's nice. That's why we've zoomed in on it here. So, moving on, this guy did a really great job. My favorite thing about this saddle is his antiquing. That's probably the Sheridan brown color antique that he has used here, and it is just wonderfully done. There's You don't see a bunch of extra streaks and stuff on the smooth parts of the leather, but yet when you antique something this size, you have to antique the entire piece of leather, not just the tooled areas, and it's very hard to keep the smooth parts of the leather without getting any streaks or anything like that on them. So a lot of work goes into doing just the antiquing work on these toolings. I want to know what leather they use to inlay this seat. That's nice. It's like a bullhide, maybe. Oh yeah, it is a Burn saddle. That's Myers'? All right, I'll ask him. All right, guys, this is the last one right here. It's a wonderful rough out. Really well done. Wish luck to everybody that joined this competition. Again, it takes a lot of guts to put your stuff in against the others. And kudos to anybody that does. It's really hard as a judge to tell anybody that they did a bad job on something when you know that they're braver than most just by putting their stuff in the competition. So, good luck to everybody. We'll find out who on all this won here in a couple hours at the awards ceremony. So, we'll see. Until next time, I'm Aaron Heiser of Maker's Leather Supply, and I hope you have a great day.